NASCAR is at Dover Motor Speedway for the weekend of July 18th through the 20th of 2025. This weekend is the Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200 and the Cup Series Auto Trader Echo Park 400. ARCA is here this weekend, but we are not covering that race in this video. The Truck Series will return next week at IRP in Indianapolis, Indiana. Last Saturday in the Xfinity Series Pit Boss Food Max 250 at Sonoma Raceway, Shane Van Gisbergen would give everything he had trying to pass Connor Zilisch on the last lap. You can see a few of the highlighted attempts to pass in this video clip, but Connor Zilisch would outrace him and lead a total of 46 laps on the day and get his third win of the season. Shane Van Gisbergen was second, leading 24 laps, and rookie William Sawalich third. The top three in the regular season standings are Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, and Austin Hill. I still have no idea how Mayer, with no wins, is in second place overall in the standings. He has just been very consistent this season. That changes in the playoff standings though for Mayer. Justin Allgaier, Austin Hill, and Connor Zilisch are your top three. Sam Mayer goes down to 7th as the first driver with no wins on the season. I still like Sam Mayer's chances of winning a race before the playoffs. Last Sunday in the Cup Series Toyota Save Mart 350, Shane Van Gisbergen led 97 of 110 laps. Chase Briscoe commented after the race that there were 36 race cars and one rocket ship on the track today. That was an accurate representation of how the race went. Chase Briscoe second, and Chase Elliott third. William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson are your top three in the standings. Shane Van Gisbergen sits in 26th for the regular season standings, showcasing his struggles on the oval tracks. SVG is 15th in the power rankings for this week. That all changes in the playoff standings for this week. Top three are Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, and Van Gisbergen, going from 5th to 3rd with the win at Sonoma. Top four drivers in the playoff standings all have 3 wins on the season. Final four matchups in the in-season challenge are Ty Dillon, 31st in the regular season standings, versus John Hunter Nemechek, who is 22nd in the regular season standings. On the other side, we have Tyler Reddick, who is 4th in the standings, and Ty Gibbs, who is 17th in the standings. I really think Reddick or Gibbs will win the whole tournament, but with this year, you never know. This will be the only mention of the ARCA race for the weekend. ARCA practice at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by qualifying at 2:40 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. No coverage of those events. The ARCA General Tire 150 is on FS1 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time is Xfinity practice and qualifying at 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW app. Cup practice at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time and qualifying at 2:45 p.m. Eastern Time on True TV. Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200 is at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the CW. Cup Series Auto Trader Echo Park 400 is at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT Sports on Sunday. The weather for the weekend has highs in the upper 80s to low 90s with a 50% chance of rain on Friday and Sunday, with a 30% chance forecasted on Saturday. This is from the extended forecast from Tuesday. In the 2024 Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200, on the overtime restart, Ryan Truex would pass the 88 of Carson Kvapil for first place. 44 car of Brennan Poole would bring out the caution on the last lap. Ryan Truex would only lead those 2 laps to make it back-to-back wins at Dover. Carson Kvapil second, and Sam Mayer third. In the 2025 Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200 at Dover Motor Speedway, Sam Mayer is my pick to win. He is currently second in the driver standings and needs a win to improve his playoff position. Mayer doesn't have a win at a 1-mile track in the Xfinity Series. He does have a win at Iowa last year, which is technically a short track at 7/8 of a mile. Close enough to a mile in my opinion. He does have back-to-back wins in the ARCA East Series at Dover in 2019 and 2020. Hopefully this is the weekend he can get his first win of the season. Ryan Truex has entered in his second Xfinity race of the season this weekend. Back-to-back wins at Dover, I think it would be awesome to see him win 3 in a row. Last year, Truex led the 2 overtime laps for the win and dominated with 124 laps led in his 2023 victory. Ryan Truex is definitely one to watch this weekend. Final wildcard is Justin Allgaier. This pick was a difficult one. There are no Xfinity drivers that have been totally dominant at this track. Allgaier has 2 Xfinity wins at Dover in 2018 and 2022. He has 3 other wins on 1-mile tracks in 2022 at New Hampshire and 2 at Phoenix in 2019 and 2017. That success on 1-mile tracks is why he is my final wildcard pick. In the 2024 Worth 400 at Dover, Denny Hamlin led 136 out of 400 laps for the victory. Kyle Larson second, and Martin Truex Jr. third. In the 2025 Cup Series Auto Trader Echo Park 400, as with the Xfinity Series, there were no dominant drivers at this track, but on 1-mile tracks, Christopher Bell has 2 New Hampshire wins and 2 Phoenix wins. He won Phoenix this year, and that win on the 1-mile track is why he is my pick to win this weekend. That ended up being the 3rd of 3 straight wins this season. First wildcard is Denny Hamlin. Hamlin has 3 wins at Michigan, Martinsville, and Darlington this season. He has won 2 of the last 6 races at Dover in 2020 and last year. The fact that he won last year was a big factor in picking him as a wild card this year. Final Cup wildcard is Chase Elliott. Elliott is the fall 2018 Dover winner and won this race in 2022. He also has another 1-mile track win at Phoenix in his 2020 championship season. His consistency this season has him only 14 points out of first for the regular season title. He does need more wins to put himself in a better spot for the playoffs, though. He is currently 12th in the playoff standings. Let me know who you think will win in any of the races at Dover this weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.